Hello, everyone. Great to see you all. Thank you all for attending the launch event. I'm very thrilled to be a part of it. In ordinary times, I would travel, of course, and meet you all in person, but this is crazy times, so we will settle with the online method, which at the end of the day works very well. First of all, I want to thank our partners in Romania, Shai and Christian. Thank you very much for having us. It's an honor for us. And for us, this is an amazing day to launch a new partner and to have this activity in a new country. We are thrilled. Together with me on the call, Leah Mansour, who is the VP of Business Development, and Armatei Israeliene, who is the VP of Marketing of NewTech. I have a few minutes. In this time, I want to share with you our insights of tech reskilling from Israel and from other places that we are working with. You have my email written here, eran@wewatech.com. If anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me directly. We are very proactive and interactive. So a little bit about myself. I'm in the tech business and the tech training business for more than 20 years. Originally, I was responsible for the tech training in the Israeli army. I will talk a little bit about this in a few minutes. And throughout the years, I've been involved in reskilling to tech of more than 50,000 individuals, most of them in Israel. Established the largest IT training facility in Israel, which is called John Bryce, then established in China, in Turkey, in Hungary, and recently in Ukraine, in Azerbaijan, in Georgia, in Singapore, in Sri Lanka, and now we are having this in Romania. Hope to have the same success that we had elsewhere. We have a team of Israeli tech professionals that are, in one hand, are coming from the industry, from the tech industry, specialized in the tech area in various topics, and in the other hand has vast experience in tech education. So you'll see here a part of our program managers, all coming from with Israeli expertise, with experience of reskilling to tech of thousands of people. The motivation that we are having is due to the huge tech skill shortage all over the world. And, you know, the COVID-19 have been pushing the digital transformation so much that everywhere, which, you know, in the world that we are talking with, have huge skill shortage at one hand. And at the other hand, we have a huge skills gap. And the skills gap phenomenon is that in effect, the graduates of universities doesn't have the necessary exact knowledge that companies in the industry actually needs. So in NewTech and in NewTech, what we are trying to achieve is, at one hand, to reduce the skill shortage in the country, and at the other hand, try to answer the skills gap problems that provides in the market. So, by the way, this skill shortage is in all the job roles, in software developers, in data scientists, in cybersecurity, UI, UX, it's everywhere. And we are trying to accommodate this problem. So WEWA, its mission is to partner locally to bridge the global skills gap. And for this, we are teaming with leading partners in each and every country. And again, Shai and Christy, thank you for having us. And we are launching NewTech Academy to establish a tech training center that will focus on reskilling to tech. When we're looking at Israel as a case study, I'm not sure how many of you guys are aware of the startup nation. You know, in Israel, we are 9 million people with, throughout the years, about 18,000 startups. We are #1 in the world in the R&D employees rate. You know, about 10% of the Israeli workforce is employees in tech. It's amazing number, really. And, you know, from the point of view of the venture capital investment and the NASDAQ listed, we are in the top 3 in the world regarding the pace of startups and high tech. Wawiwa itself, since we were born in Israel, we are based on the tech training methodology and the tech programs that are here in Israel for years. And we are teaming with partners in the world that will complement the local activities. When you see, by the way, the shores of Tel Aviv, if anyone have been to Tel Aviv, Shai, I'm sure that he is now remembering, okay, the shores of Tel Aviv. So if we're looking at Israel, by the way, most of the tech in Israel is located or concentrating in the center in Tel Aviv. So in Israel, there is about 100,000 R&D talents out of about 250,000 people that are working in tech. And 400 in total when you're taking all the job roles that are related to this one. But if you're looking at the graduates of universities, in a year, there is only 6,000 graduates. It means that universities are not enough to provide the necessary tech roles in Israel. So how do you cope with this? And here I found in the archive a picture of myself at the age of, I think it was 19. Okay, so this is me at the age of 19. As you can see, I'm much younger and I have hair. You know, that's a fact. So let me take you, to the foundation of the Israeli startups. In Israel, the army, it's a compulsory service. You know, for boys, it's 3 years. For girls, it's 2.5 years. When you're at the age of 18, you're not going to a college or university, you're going to the army. And I myself, in 2 months from now, I'm going to enroll the 3rd son that I have into the army. And the Israeli army is doing an amazing thing for the last 30 years. It's taking a girl or a boy at the age of 18 who's not necessarily have knowledge in computers at all. What the army is doing strict assessments to try and hire the best of these 18 years old. And when it gets the best of the best, it's put them in a boot camp, in a course, in a program of about 6 months. It's a real boot camp. I'm talking about 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. in the evening, 6 months every day. But at the end of the day, the graduates of this program is a potential developer in the Israeli army. And from that process, the Israeli army is providing the baseline for all the Israeli startups and startup nation. So at the end of the day, what's happening in Israel, since we understand that the graduates of universities are not enough, is the tech training centers, as the one that I've established years ago, John Bryce, is providing about 7,000 per year to the market. It's an amazing number. So you realize this is more than all of the universities providing per year. And it's all based on the same concept as the army. We can take a person who has no knowledge in computer, reskill him to tech, and then put him in the job market and he find a job. And this is the foundation of what we've done in Israel. And after this, we thought, why not doing this all over the world? And now we are starting NewTech Academy in Romania with the same concept. So NewTech is going to offer different programs that are all related to job roles in the tech sector. All are aimed for reskilling purposes, and the job roles are different. There are some that are based on development. As you can see, the full stack developer and the front-end developer are aimed at development. But there are other job roles like UI UX designer, like data scientist, like online marketing specialist, cybersecurity specialist, etc. At start, we are going to launch 3 programs: the full stack development, the front-end development, and later this year, the UI UX designer. By the way, we are hearing from the market the demands, and from this understanding of what the market needs, we are going to launch the programs in the future. Each and every program is long. It's relatively long. It's not a university degree, but it's not 2 days online course in Coursera. This is not the case. We are taking the student hand by hand in a journey of 250 to 450 hours that take between 6 to 12 months. It depends on the part-time concept that we are going to launch. And at the end of this journey, the graduate of this program can find a job in the tech industry in Romania. So these kind of programs are all based on the Israeli know-how that we are bringing together with NewTech Academy into Romania. So the programs that we're going to launch in NewTech are all live instructions. It's not self-study. It's not go to the web and learn a video. This is not the case. If we will have facility, it will be in facility. But now, okay, in the COVID time, we are now in live instructions, online live, as we called it. It's all going to be delivered with local trainers, which we are going to certify by train the trainer process, and with some Israeli experts that are going to deliver some online presentations from abroad. The programs are heavily hands-on. We are working in the sense of 70-30. About 70% of the programs is hands-on learning. Practice, 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 doing projects all the time. At the end of the day, the graduates have so many practical knowledge and skills that from our point of view and from our experience, for the tens of thousands that we already certified, he can easily find a job in the market. We are working with the local industry together to understand the needs. And the courses, the programs are going to be part-time in the afternoon. I think maybe Shai will mention this after. And of course, as Shai mentioned in his presentation at the beginning, we are using assessment tests as part of the enrollment process. This is the same way as we are doing this in Israel for years. We are going to make or try to assure that a person that is coming to the course is finishing it as well and find a job. The programs are all based on the methodology that we brought from Israel, that is called JET Design, the Job Effective Training Methodology, which not only teach the skills, the technical skills, but put an emphasis on algorithms, on problem solving, on teamwork, which is very important from the point of view of job roles in the market. One of the interesting things is to try to understand who is going to reskill himself. And there are several types or profiles for people who want to reskill themselves. From fresh university or college graduates that understand that the knowledge and skills that they have is not enough. So these are very good candidates for this kind of programs. Unemployed, of course, are interested in this, but Most interesting is what we call switchers. Switchers are people that are already works, have job. The age, by the way, is between 28 to 30, and want to upgrade their lives to the tech professions. In Israel, as an example, most of the students in these kind of programs are switchers at the age of 30. They have already academic degrees. They have already a job, but not in computers, not in tech. They can be sales manager, finance guys, maybe lawyers, whatever. They are coming to these kind of programs to switch to high tech and then upgrade their lives. We have a very strong industry alignment since we are establishing an advisory board, and we are inviting each and everybody who wants to be part of the advisory board and try to give feedback and try to influence on the programs to be part of it. We are now forming the advisory board. So we are going to have a close collaboration with the tech industry. We have already some, and we are going to have a lot more. And at the end of the day, we are trying to achieve two goals. The first one is that most of the people who start the programs are going to finish it. And the second is that most of the people that are coming to this program and finish it will be placed in the industry. Thank you very much for your time. Again, my email, I'm here for you. Thank you very much, Shai. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Lavinia, for forming this. Thank you, Dan. Bye-bye.